And now for the main event of the evening. The fight that's got every single fight fan in a frenzy right now. And honestly, I can't blame you. Because regardless of the outcome, a significant portion of the MMA fan base will be in disarray. The matchup for the vacant UFC Undisputed Lightweight Championship of the world, featuring the lineal undisputed featherweight champion of the world, as well as the man who will inevitably become one of the greats of this entire sport, Ilia El Matador Topuria, taking on the pride of Brazil, the record holder for the most finishes in the organization, the submission king, as well as the former undisputed lightweight champion of the world, Charles Oliveira, Charles do Bronx. And for this fight, was it really a question? I mean, I'm picking Ilia Topuria to finish Charles Oliveira in the first round. And, it really just comes down to a clash of styles, honestly. And how clean Ilia El Matador Topuria is, where Charles Oliveira, Charles do Bronx, is vulnerable. And, looking at this on paper, Ilia El Matador is a compact, explosive striker with elite shot selection and perfect balance in the pocket. He doesn't waste any type of movement and, keeps his guard tight and delivers power from short, sharp angles that are able to shut your lights off in the blink of an eye. Meanwhile, Charles Oliveira, Charles do Bronx, though extremely dangerous everywhere, is still hittable, especially early. And I know it's kind of a broken record at this point, but he does get caught clean in nearly every single one of his fights. Not to mention, his head stays on that center line far too often when he's throwing, which is basically a death wish when going up against someone with nuclear KO ability like Ilia El Matador Topuria. That being said though, Charles Oliveira, Charles do Bronx does have the more diverse offensive toolkit, especially with, the knees, the kicks, those explosive flurries, but defensively, he's wide open. He walks forward with his chin up in the clouds and tends to rely on chaos in order to overwhelm his opponents. And I'm sorry to break it to you, but that won't work on Ilia El Matador, who thrives in those clean exchanges and punishes overextensions. Even on the ground, where Charles Oliveira will be at an advantage, Ilia Topuria isn't the type to panic. His grappling base is extremely strong and he's got the confidence to stay safe in those scrambles. I think the difference here is that Ilia Topuria doesn't need the chaos in order to land. He'll create openings through structure as well as discipline, which is exactly what Charles Oliveira struggles against. Another issue for Charles Oliveira, Charles do Bronx, is that